Hello, beautiful people. Hey, look, before I start this session, I have a big announcement to make. And, the documentary that's been in the works for a long time about my son Eric's life, it's almost finished. But in order to get to that finish line, the director producer Paula Marino needs some help. So she needs funds to cover all the professional fees that will be involved to bring the story to the screen, like a professional story editor, a music composer, a sound mixer, an illustrator, animator, etc., etc. Now, Paula created a crowdfunding page where you can donate whatever you feel comfortable donating. You can also donate by purchasing a 30-minute session with one of our mediums, or by purchasing an item from the Erik merchandise store, like the one I'm wearing. Saving the world one prank at a time. It's an embroidered image, so it's really nice. So anyway, go visit channelingericdoc.com and take a look at it. This project is very near and dear to my heart. And one of my greatest wishes is to get the story out to more people so we can help more people. And I want you to go and see the trailer that's on the channelingericdoc.com. It's so moving. It's so powerful. It was my first reaction. It was a gut punch. Um, but it says it all. So look at the trailer and let me know what you think. Thank you guys. Hey peeps, we're back with Dogman and the expert of Dogman and many cryptids, actually, Johnny Phoenix. Hello, Johnny. Thanks for hanging out and staying with us.
Hello, people. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I
Oh,
wouldn't say though I'm expert. None of us are expert, but due to my
knowledgeable.
ability
How about
or
that?
yeah, due to my straight connections and also much thanks to Miss Misha, I know a lot of stuff that people don't know. And the
Oh,
thing is that when I was a kid, also they monitor me.
yeah. Is it
So they
Misha or Visha? It's Misha with an M, right?
Misha with the M.
Misha. Hello, Miss Misha. Thank you for all that you do. I hope she watches this.
Oh, she's gonna watch later on. Definitely.
All right, let's
And
go on with
and
our questions. I'm sorry.
yeah, yeah. The reason why we have the connection is because they select kids around the world, and they monitor them, and they also see who can stand the heat.
Yeah.
So we
Poor
are
people
approximately
freaking out.
400 humans, individuals who can communicate with the dogman, who can stand the heat. Because I know some people have seen them and they, you know, get very, very scared that I want
Yeah.
nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
So sometimes they're not, even though they have this approach of being very scary, which is understandable, uh, they are not intimidating, try to intimidate, and
Yeah.
then you see that they see your inner soul. They can read your mind. They can see your inner soul, the energy, everything. So if you go out in the woods and you have nothing but good stuff in your heart, so if you're
Yeah.
a good-hearted person, if you meet them, then you should just walk away. You try not to communicate with them because they
Yeah.
come to you. My pack down here, my local alpha, my president here, they've been around, of course, because I've seen two of them. They were my handlers. I have two personal bodyguards 24/7 since I was a kid.
All right. So how long do they live?
They live approximately between 80 and up to 120 years old if
Wow.
they don't die in battle or some flash
Or
or from
injury. Yeah.
disease and stuff. And if they get injured, they go into another dimension to heal
Oh,
unless they're severe injured, so they don't have the ability to go into
yeah.
other dimensions and then they die. You
Mm.
can't cage a dogman or a Bigfoot because they are on a higher level and they can just let the body go at ease.
Oh, yeah.
So everything is BS. And I talk about super soldiers, the programs, or they've been
Oh, yeah.
caging for. I mean, they can cage a severe injured dogman for an hour or two, of course, but those ones who are super soldiers or something in programs, they are developed in labs, and they are not pure dogmen. They're something
Mm.
else, because demonic entities, they can take form of a dogman, and then the dogman gets the blame on it.
Wow. Do they hold?
So people who got killed from a pack of dogmen, there's not dogmen, you can say, unless it's of course a vindictive or revengeful or
Right.
life-threatening situations, or a rogue one. The rogue ones can kill, and they don't eat humans, they don't eat dogs because they don't like the taste of our flesh.
Oh.
But a rogue one can kill them. And then in USA, there's so many rogue ones, so they form their own outlaw packs.
Oh
Those ones
no.
will survive. So that's why some people might get killed, and there is actually dog men, but they are hunted down and killed because they cause so much trouble, and
Oh
then
God,
the
yeah.
the secret force come and neutralize, I mean, dogs and also dogmen. And they are not very fond of dogs because dogs are domesticated, so they see dogs as weak, and they
Yeah.
also uh, have had dogs chasing after them in the hunt. So that's why they're not fond of dogs. That's why they kill dogs if they sometimes can,
Yeah.
just to protect themselves. But they're not vicious like, oh, I'm going to go out and kill dogs. It's maybe the rogue ones, but then there are also something else. And something else could be Gugwi. Gugwi looks more like a mixture of Bigfoot and Dogman. They are looking like a retarded cousin, inbred cousin from the south.
Oh my God.
It's
That
true.
is so funny.
Not
Wait, so what do you call them? Dogweed?
Gugwi,
Dogweed.
Gugwi,
I
Gugwi.
don't know that one. That's cool. So do they hold
And
funerals when one of their own kind dies?
no, they up here they can hold a ceremony if the dogman is important, as an important individual of the pack,
Yeah.
especially if it's an alpha or the big alpha, of course. It's inherited, so they have a name. They speak, like I said, in all languages, but he speaks with Miss Misha in Swedish, a mixture of Swedish, Norwegian, and Danish.
How about
And
you?
with me,
Yeah.
he speaks with me in English.
Oh, okay.
And his voice is like James Earl Jones' voice when he
Oh,
narrated Mufasa in The Lion.
wow.
When
Beautiful
Mufasa was
voice.
dead, when he talked to Simba when they were laying there on the
Right.
fields.
Right.
So it's a very deep, articulate voice, and because he's so wise, he's notable, he's majestic.
Yeah.
He's very majestic.
Can
I
you
have a
ask them
highly
to visit
respect
me?
for
I
him.
mean, they can't just show, they have to be in the woods and stuff. They can't like be in my backyard sitting by the pool, right? To visit
They
me.
can be anywhere. They can step in
Really?
anywhere. I mean, I live in Stockholm, in the outskirts of Stockholm, and we have a high-rise complex here, not the same as in the US. We have apartment complex here, and we also have villas.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, I met one of mine. He was standing 6 feet from me from the other side of the hedge.
Oh. Well, I would
And
love to meet one, and I don't think I'd be afraid. I really don't.
depends who you meet. Be
Okay.
careful what you wish for.
Okay. Well, why don't you send one of the nice ones to me, Johnny Phoenix? Or whatever. You're probably busy and they are too. Okay. Are you all over the country? Do you prefer certain areas? Covered that one. Do you want to harm or help humans? Covered that one. Why is there almost no sound in nature when people encounter you? I don't know even if that's true, is it?
Because they're stealth. Like I said, they can just sneak
Well,
up on
yeah.
you
And
and
they,
breathe down your neck. So
yeah.
they they choose to be loud. They choose to humans to hear them and see them. And the reason why sometimes they chase away the dogman, they always warn, not the rogue one, not the Gugby, but the dogman
Yeah.
always warn. They growl, or
Oh,
you
okay.
can feel it in your body
Like
that
you did
danger,
like you did
danger,
early.
danger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, like you felt that energy.
yeah,
Well, y'all need to watch part one. So if you haven't watched part one, please go back and watch that. All right, we've already entered.
because they also I mean, they're here to protect us. So if
Yeah.
they chase you away from a territory in the woods, it's not maybe because they're territorial. It could also be that something else is around and they don't want humans to get harmed.
Oh,
And people hasn't take that one under consideration. Of course, they don't know it, the stuff that I know.
yeah.
Like I said, I'm not the dogman whisperer. I'm not an expert. I'm just blessed that I am one of 400 approximately, which he said is not my words. And then it's up to each and every person to believe me or not believe me. I don't
I
care.
believe you.
I I had to come forward And this is time because I have an assignment to be the link between humans and the Dogman.
That's awesome. What an amazing responsibility.
Yeah,
So
it is.
I think do your species live in groups or alone? No, they live in packs, except a rogue, perhaps a rogue one. Is your species experimented on in secret labs by humans or ETs? Has anybody ever captured one, whether an ET or a human, put in a secret lab and experimented on them? Ugh.
No, but the reptilians, when they came here for a couple of 100,000 years ago, they enslaved the Dogmen. So the Dogmen hate the reptiles, and they kill them as well as soon as they have the possibility. And that's the only thing that we got from Big Alpha, because he didn't want to speak more about it to Miss Misha. She just let that subject be because it's a painful historical event, you can say, in the Dogman history here on Earth. And they are earthbound, so they bleed red. If you shoot a Dogman or see a Dogman bleeding something black or oozing black, is not a Dogman, it's demonic stuff.
Oh,
And if you say the prayer or say, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus Christ, it doesn't affect Dogman at all, but it affects the demonic ones.
yeah. Like the
Uh,
Gogwe?
The Gugwi doesn't affect them because it's earthbound as well, but they are
Okay.
not demonic. They're not
Oh,
demonic. They are just a subspecies of Bigfoot and Dogman. And
oh,
Dogman and
okay.
Bigfoot they don't interbreed. You say right in English?
Yeah,
They don't
interbreed.
breed. Yeah, no,
So,
they
so it's
don't.
not a cross between,
No, no.
okay.
You because I mean it's like mixing try to breed a chimpanzee with a wolf. So
Yeah,
no, they wouldn't.
really.
And back then,
Okay. Interesting.
Dogman has been trading with humans, and the humans knew about Dogman up to, I mean, the medievals. That's why they come the lores afterwards, because they still see Dogman and experience Dogman. But it was a fallout here, 1003, with the Vikings. They're trading uh, goods, they're trading territory,
Mhm.
and down in the Middle East, they have been more mercenaries at one point. So different kings and armies, they have them also as mercenaries. And the fallout there was because humans are greedy. They didn't stick to the agreement of trading goods or stick to agreement of territory. So that's why it was a big fallout. And of course, Dogmen could get killed. And back then, when they were in the army, they have the army gear as well, like
Oh,
plates and
the Dogman?
spears and yeah.
Oh, wow.
So they were around when Jesus was around. They were around with the ancient Egypts, and they were around in the Alexander the Great and so on. But
Interesting.
then the last fallout was here up in Scandinavia. That's why I call them the civilized one, the pure Dogman.
Wow. All right, we talked about communication, about how they can move interdimensionally. Can they actually shape shift?
No,
It's a
they don't
werewolf
shapeshift.
that shape shift, right, or not?
No, werewolf they don't shapeshift either. They are still
Okay.
just a werewolf, but they back in the days. I mean, long time ago,
Yeah,
they shifted from human to werewolf.
interesting. All right, is Misha one of the 400? Is
Yeah,
Misha? I
yeah.
figured. I figured.
So it was written in the stars that we were supposed to be friends.
Yeah.
Big Alpha said. So they can. I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but we are the human alpha dogman couple here in Scandinavia.
Wonderful. And
If
she
it doesn't
was
make
your
sense, if
mentor.
it makes sense.
Yeah,
Yes.
she was your mentor.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Uh, can they affect the human mind in any way? I mean, we could maybe receive communications from them telepathically, but can they affect the human mind?
Let me think. Let me see what it says, if he's here around. No, he says.
Okay. Wow.
No, but not affect, but they are very cautious of showing themselves because they know
Yeah.
that a human was not prepared. They can even go crazy because nobody believes them because
Oh,
it's in
yeah,
the lore
that's in
now.
that way. Indirectly, they can affect the human mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
because if you are driving or walking in the woods and suddenly you see it's like for us to see a dragon fly across close proximity, fly across the sky,
Yeah.
and you get so puzzled and wild. So it's like, okay, did I see that what I've seen?
Mm.
And then some human minds can't grasp it. we
Well,
we have very
it's
weak
like
minds.
Columbus uh, came ashore in their little skiffs, and the indigenous people, the Taino, I think it was, couldn't even see the ships because it was totally out of their reality. So they were
Yeah,
essentially invisible. It's,
yeah, yeah.
it's kind of like
And
that.
the dogmen up here, they came to America with the Vikings, with Leif Erikson,
Oh, wow.
a few of them.
Okay,
So
so
they,
that's how they started the North American pack?
yes, from that side and also from the Russian side when they walk over
Oh,
the Bering Strait. So
interesting.
if somebody thinks that, oh, they can just jump between the continents, yeah, Big Alpha can do that one, and maybe the betas or the ones that I have. If I go to USA and I can ask for protections, they're gonna appear next to me. They travel with me. Of course, they're not sitting on the plane invincible, but they can
I hope
just
you get first
jump.
class ticket with them.
Doubtly, they're going to be in the cargo.
Oh, cool.
No, so they are with me, and they are with me, Misha, and Misha is a part of his pack, Big Alpha's pack. I'm not. I'm,
Oh,
if you say just under the protection of Big Alpha. I have my own pack down here,
oh,
and they are around me, and it take years to establish a contact because they want to see if I am up for the task. If I'm like I said, it's like a hang around prospect and full body member, and she is a full body member of his pack up there, and her kids seeing him, the oldest one, no, sorry, the youngest one, I've seen Big Alpha ever since she was a kid, and she has a special nickname for him. And he's been in her house and playing with the kid.
what's the
Like
nickname?
I don't know, I don't have the
That's okay.
translation of it, but it's like big Wolfie, you can say.
Or something like that. Oh, that's so cute.
Something like that. And he snuggles up and plays with her like a German
Mm.
Shepherd. So she said one time in school that, yeah, and I'm not afraid of going in the woods because my wolf is around. And then the teacher said, no, they're not wolves around. And she got so mad. Yes, they are. They are around me. They're watching me. They're protecting me. And the teacher, of course, I'm not gonna have none of that one. Blah blah blah.
Well, she needs to
So,
bring you to show and tell us what she needs to do.
pardon?
She needs to bring the dog to show and tell at school. That would
Yeah,
be, there
yeah.
we go. All right, so
Parental day, extended parental day.
yeah, really. All right, so are some dogmen used by the government as super soldiers? We said no on that. It might have been in the first part, so I'm kind of reiterating these.
Yep.
Do they have any interaction with skinwalkers?
Yeah, they kill them. Hunt
They
them and kill
kill
them. If they,
skinwalkers. Skinwalkers are
yeah, if
bad,
they,
right?
yep, yes, they are very bad.
Oh, oh. How many
So
skinwalkers are left?
if they, oh, there are many skinwalkers up in different parts of because they're evil medicine men, and if they dogmen come across them, they kill them because they are, of course, in advance of their height and strength and so on. They are not dogmen in that way equally all over the American continent. Like I said, in Maryland, you have the goatmen and dogmen. They hunt and kill goatmen as well. But if there are goatmen or goatmen up in Maryland, you can be assured that there are not very dogmen up there. Otherwise, the goatmen would have been killed because goatman is an entity which is demonic,
Mm.
like
Well, how do you spell
skinwalkers, like
that?
when goatman.
Oh, goatmen. I've never heard
Yeah,
of
yeah,
it.
goat. Oh, no, Goatman is very common, well, not very common, but he is, or they are common in Maryland especially.
Wow,
And
goatmen. Ugh.
and yeah, he is a sinister one. And they have also Goatman down in Texas,
Oh
but
no. How
he's a
close to
demonic
Houston?
entity. He is a demonic entity. So
Oh,
if they
what about that thing, the chupacabra? And one was spotted in
yeah,
Texas. Is that
uh,
a relative?
Chupacabra, I don't have that much
Barbara.
information. I know what chupacabra is, but I haven't got the information that the dogmen
That's
kill
fine.
chupacabra or hunt them. No,
Okay.
because chupacabra is more like a goat sucker. Maybe, of course, if they cross path,
Okay.
then the dogmen kill the chupacabra as well. And it goes for feral people up in Appalachian mountains.
Okay.
And you have a lot of feral people up there. And if they don't bother the feral people, but I mean, if even the feral people, they understand how to mess with the dogman. Dogman is the
Yeah.
apex predator here.
Yeah. Okay, the Orthodox icon of Saint Christopher, I didn't know this, represents a dogman as a warrior cynocephalus, a dog-headed man
Cynocephalus, yeah.
from Lycia or Lycia.
Mhm.
Sometimes he is also of a gigantic size as well. According to his tradition, he was a Roman soldier taken from the far end of the world who converted and was martyred by an emperor. Was he a dogman?
No, but they portrayed him with a dogman head or a wolf's head. But he was one who communicated with them. Probably they communicated more back then with more humans, of course, because humans can see them and have interactions with them. And some females, they got infatuated by these big soldiers of dogmen, but it is taboo for a dogman to be with a human woman.
Oh,
So
yeah.
there were not any interbreeding that way as well. No,
Okay.
it's like a wolf humping a squirrel. So technically, it's impossible.
That would not be pretty. Ooh.
No. But there were women who were who were groupies to try to be groupies
Maybe.
to the big dogman soldier as well, but they were not allowed, and they were not, of course, interested in it as well.
Are there still
Eh,
soldiers, Dogman soldiers, or was that in the Viking
no,
times?
no, it was back then. They are not soldiers in that way
Okay.
because they don't have interactions with human in that way per se. They're more like in the shadows. And I mean, if you have a farm, if you just leave them be, they control the farm. They can be coexistence with the farmer.
Yeah.
And if you have a pack of dogmen and you hear banging on the walls, banging on the doors, scratching, jiggling handles, it is usually the youngsters because it kind of inauguration ritual to prove that they could be the warriors that they want to be.
Oh,
So they're mischievous.
that's
If there are only one dogman, that's another ball game. Or if some kid comes and say, "Yeah, the big wolf would talk to me and he wanted me to go out and play," that's a demonic dogman because, like I said, they don't lure kids in from the houses. So
oh,
that's
wow.
another because demons can take any shape and form as they want.
Yeah.
I mean, everything from a panda bear to a big walking wolf.
Yeah. Oh my God. All right. How many human lives have you had? None, right?
If I
Over
kill human,
evolution.
pardon, how many human?
Lives have they had? Well, I don't think any, right?
No, 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 no. They don't. No, no, no.
How
No
many
human life.
lifetimes have you had? Well, that's not
They
one dog man, but there's got to be millions, right? I mean,
yes, but
hundreds of
I
thousands.
don't know about the recreation of dogmen.
Right.
Uh, but like I said, when Big Alpha became Big Alpha, it was in his adolescence, and then he got the knowledge of from his father in one way or another, which I don't know about, but they almost like they fuel up by this knowledge, and you have everything from alpha to omega. Not all of the dogmen are equal intelligent or have the knowledge. Only the
Yeah, they're all
leaders have
different, just like
the
humans are different.
yeah. So they have a surname and they have a first name, but that's very hard to pronounce. So I don't know his. We just call him Big Alpha or Big A or A.
That's funny.
And
Yeah.
they don't like the term dogman per se. They
Yeah.
prefer walking wolves. But I mean,
Okay.
I don't get spanked if I say dogma because it's for the sake of it. It's
Yeah.
easier for humans to say dogman, even though they're yeah walking wolves.
Okay. That's interesting. Um, Now there was a case of a family of four who lost their lives. It happened in the early 80s. They were camping in the land between the lakes. The story goes that they were attacked by, I don't think this is true, a dogman. It was a horrifying sight when they were found. I think that many people want to know what really happened there, and did it really happen? And was it a dogman that did it?
Yes, it happened. Yes, it kept under wraps. Yes, LBL is a dangerous place to go out and venture. But it wasn't the Dogman. It was something else. And according to sketches they had made, it looks kind of more like a Gugway, but maybe not. But it definitely wasn't a Dogman, not even a rogue one, because, like I said, not even a rogue one. They eat or consume humans, like the little girl had been consumed.
Yeah.
So Alpha, he told us it. Yeah, that happened because he's knowledgeable. He knows everything. He knows the history. He knows, like I said, he knows everything more or less. It's only God who knows more. And uh, yeah, it happened.
How do you spell
And
Gogly? Gogwy.
the G
I mean,
G G U
oh,
G E
G U.
G G U G W E Gugwe.
Okay, good. I just want to look it up for later. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I
Yeah,
interrupted you.
yeah. So they came here and they have this. They are the main thing for them are loyalty and trust. And that's what I have to show them as well, that I'm trustworthy. It's
Are you
an
on
ongoing
probation?
process.
Are you on a probation
No,
period?
no, well, sort of, but not
Okay.
anymore, I guess. But if I reveal stuff, or if um, they would be in jeopardy if I say something, then of course it's gonna come and tell me to stop first. And if I really mess up something, I will get killed. Easy as
Now,
that.
is it
But
okay that we're doing this interview? Or
yeah,
did
yeah, yeah,
you
sure,
get
sure, sure,
permission from
sure.
him?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
He
good.
has this is my task, and he's proud of me
Oh, yeah,
and Miss
that's right.
Misha. So when I had one interview 3 years prior, and I asked Misha, oh, so what did he think about it? Because I'm not in constant contact with him as she is.
Yeah.
And she said he was pleased with it, because you spoke the truth. So he was very pleased. And I stick to my guns of everything, that when I talk to all you guys and inform you about them, I
Yeah.
don't, what do you say? I forgot the English word for it. I don't add something to it or retract something to it. I tell the truth.
Yeah. And it's almost like you're giving them a voice so that
Yeah.
people stop demonizing them so much. Now, do they get
Yes.
rabies?
No.
Oh, wow. All right, a
No.
truck driver, I did not know this, recently shared a video for the channeling Erik members blog on Facebook, where he claimed federal agents questioned him about hitting and killing one of their assets, a Dogman. Is this true? If so, why would the feds have a black ops for cryptids such as Dogman or Bigfoot? Uh,
That's very easy to answer. I don't know especially about it in that case, but I've heard about it. And if they have any super soldiers or assets, they are not true dogmen.
okay,
They are something else, like I said. But of course, they get pissed when the asset get killed because they
yeah,
don't want to keep it under wraps. And the reason why they try to keep it under wraps also is because if you have a super soldier, if you have this program, which some countries have, it has been going on since I think the time of the Nazis. Hitler was very interested in super soldiers, and also the program in Soviet Union when they tried to get the super soldier mixed between monkey and humans. You can just look. Everybody can look it up on Google,
yeah.
because it says that Stalin tried to get interbreeding to get this kind of super soldiers, because super soldiers is perfect soldier, of course, because they don't eat, they don't sleep, they can just go forward in one way or another. And
Wow.
especially if they have a kind of dogman, it's very hard to kill. I know how to kill them, but will never reveal how to.
Oh, no, you don't
Of
want to do
course,
that. Please, I
no, no,
would
no. It's
never.
it's a secret for me to reveal that one, and then I would get punished major time. But I can tell
I
you
think
guys
so.
that the reason why they're hard to kill is because they have a very thick chest plate, very thick,
Oh, okay.
like a body armor, like a Kevlar armor
Yeah.
chest plate, and also they
Oh,
have a genital plate,
oh,
which not
good.
many people know.
Yeah, you want to
Uh,
protect those, the family jewels for sure.
yes, and the rogue ones when they fight like monkeys, some monkeys, because the monkeys try to bite the genitals of each other. The same goes for the rogue ones,
Yeah,
but it's
chimpanzees are known for just murdering for no
yeah,
reason,
yeah,
like humans.
and the civilized one, the Big Alpha said, is beneath us when we clash because
Yeah,
civilized ones clash also. You don't have to be a rogue one
yeah,
because, like I said, they are individuals, but they don't stoop that low. They have certain rules as well when they fight, so they
yeah,
don't stoop that low. So only the rogue ones, but that's why they have this genital plate as well to
yeah.
protect the jewels.
Yeah.
and,
So,
and it's also just the alpha who mates with the female alpha, and they
oh,
get 1 litter, so they don't have a little litter every year or every other year. So when you have a pack, it's the alpha couple, the beta couple, and so on. And the beta couple helps to raise the pups of the alpha,
so
and then
the beta male never has a litter?
no, and if they
Okay.
do, I mean, they're not
Oh,
forbidden to it, but if they do, they have to form their own pack
I gotcha. Okay.
because otherwise they could get trouble with the ranking, and maybe you get the
Yeah,
more ferocious youngster later on who tried to overthrow the alpha. But so for it's for security reasons. The same goes
yeah,
like the medieval courts. If the king had 2 sons and his brother had 4, and the 4 ones tried to overthrow the king and kill the
yeah. You don't
princess.
want that.
So it's the same kind of structure as back then. It makes
Oh.
sense.
Well, how do they have any birth control?
No, but they only do the good stuff for mating purpose.
Okay. Oh, I got you. All right.
They
So,
they are not very into adult in intimacy of any kind.
yeah.
Miss Misha told asked one time, Big Alpha, do you want a hug? And he said, no, thank you. But
Oh,
they are very affectionate too, of course, to the pups. So
yeah,
that's no shortage of love and affection in that way. But
yeah.
they don't feel love in that way. But to, of course, to offsprings they do.
So it's mating is like that's the only purpose.
Yep.
All right. So does Dogman, the A man, have any messages or any of them to give to us humans?
It is that
Nope.
you should respect them. You should stay away from them as much as possible. Leave them be, you can say. Don't don't go out trying to get in contact with them or search for them. It
Like
could end
finding
very bad.
Bigfoot. Yeah, like that show.
Yeah, yeah. It's just sheer stupidity. If you stumble stumble upon them, that's another ball game. And like I said, they can see if you are pure at heart. If you come with a rifle, and then they know that maybe you're out to hunt us, and then things could go very south very fast because they can run up to 110 miles per hour.
Oh my God, that is a scary sight right there. No running. So I would just say, sorry for intruding. I respect you and back away.
Yeah. Or if you have to pass, you can say, I'm just only passing because I'm going to go to that place or something if you're out in the
Right.
woods.
Okay.
But they don't run that at the high speed all the time. It's the
Oh yeah,
maximum
no.
speed. The usual speed is about, they can just run 50, 55, 60 miles per hour. So that's why they can cover a great distance.
Yeah. Anything else,
So
Johnny? Johnny Phoenix. I just love these interviews. It's just been so great. Do you want to add anything else that we have not covered before we close?
it's so much more to cover. It takes hours and hours to explain certain stuff. But if you guys have any questions, please type it, and we might,
Have
gather
another.
all the questions
Yeah, we can have
and
another
collect
session.
collect them. Yeah. We
Yeah,
can have another sessions
or
because,
two.
like I said, it's my purpose and my task to inform you guys, and I will answer as much as I can because we don't have the access to all the knowledge, of course, because we can't
Yeah.
handle it in that way.
Well,
So
maybe
we
maybe Miss
just get the
Misha
we.
can ask Big A what questions he would like us to get answers to.
No, it doesn't work that
Okay.
way because he channeled his answers through us, and but of course he's willing to answer the questions that human have in in that way, I will say, because he's knowledgeable, so he doesn't have any questions. They don't believe in religion because they know everything. Then
Yeah.
of course they respect Jesus because Jesus is part of the Trinity, and Trinity is God, and God is the big boss. So
Yeah.
he only answers to the seven alphas only answers to the big boss, and they
Seven
know
hours.
the future of the mankind, but
Yeah.
of course he doesn't reveal it that one to for us to know.
Well, have you written a book?
No, I haven't,
Maybe you
not
should.
yet.
Maybe
Maybe
so
I should.
the answers to these questions can give some guidance to you, but that would be awesome. I
Yeah,
mean, I can get you a
yeah,
literary agent maybe to help you
yeah.
publish.
I mean, uh, if your audience would like to see the picture of Big Alpha, they should come to my Facebook page. It's John Phoenix North in one word. If you put it in the search bar, you come to my page, and then you hopefully you will add, send me a friend request, and then you can see the picture of him if you scroll down, and you
That's
see the
awesome.
picture also how the bug was before we took the picture, the
Oh, yeah.
forest, because then you have a clear picture, and then you see it's blurry, but I've circled his face.
Awesome.
So everybody can see that one because this one of the best Dogman pictures uh, in the whole world. And some people ask me, can't you take more pictures of him, or can't you maybe do a little clip with him and such? And he answered that one that no, we are not circus animals.
Oh, yeah, of course not.
But maybe I can ask him once again when I meet him up where his Misha is when we go out in the woods. Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't leave
Yeah.
that out, but
Should
usually
use a
no.
regular camera, not a digital one. That would be
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah. And he knows about because he has
Yeah.
ongoing conversation with Misha, so he knows about everything. He knows about Facebook. He knows about Mr. Josh Turner on the PRT.
Wow.
He knows about the, like I said, why the reason why in especially US you see them by the railroad tracks is because they don't have to hunt if train hit a herd
Oh
of
my God,
deer.
I've seen some moose being hit by trains. It's not
Yeah,
pretty,
so it's
especially
easy
when the
food for
winter was
them.
so bad. Remember that?
Hmm.
Bad winter. The snow was so high that they broke their feet, their legs, and they had
Yeah,
to go on roads where there's salt because they needed the salt. And boom,
yeah,
they got hit by.
yeah.
So yeah,
So it's easy prey for
Erik
them.
fought it.
And then also they know about electricity. They stay away from electricity because they've seen Dogman be killed by electricity, the
Oh,
electric cord falling down. Also, that the task force, even though some people say it doesn't exist, it do exist. It's an international task force.
yeah.
And he told us about the clash here in the southern part of Sweden a couple of years ago when they killed some Dogmen, but also a couple of soldiers got killed as well.
What do you mean
So,
soldiers?
pardon?
Soldiers, Dogman soldiers?
No, human
Yeah,
soldiers.
because we don't have
Yeah,
that. Human soldiers. Okay, got it. Got it.
yeah. So
Okay. Oh,
they
wow.
a couple of soldiers got killed, and also one or two dogmen got killed in that clash because they
Okay.
use high electrical kind of weapons that
Yeah.
is not known to the regular people,
Yeah.
the peasants. So he knows they know about everything. Like I said, he's been here in my apartment a couple of times.
Wow.
And sometimes I can feel him now. I can be at the distance, like if I just get quiet and I said, for instance, yes or
Yeah.
no, then you know that it is actually his, not words, but his answers.
Yeah. That's interesting. Well, I think we should close for now, but you guys that are listening, of course, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you won't miss the potential next interview with Johnny Phoenix, who's been great. And
Thank you.
you guys let him know if you have any other questions, but also let him know if you would like to see a book being published. I would buy it for sure. All right, thank you, Johnny.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Was wonderful. And thank you, Miss Misha, for all your work. And thank you, Big A. Bye.